Hey guys, welcome to ANOKHI Daily Spotlight TV. Joining us today is writer and director Kushal Ruia of Sons of Ram. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Sons of Ram was so well animated. Now, I'm not one in the technical world to really comment on any of that, but I could really notice that there was a lot of quality and a lot of time put into this film. So tell me a little bit about the production, the design, and the art.
The thing about Indian animation really cannot compete with Hollywood because our budgets are like a fraction of what these guys have, you know. So an animation is a direct result of the amount of money and time you put in. So it was really challenging, and Sons of Ram is even not a standard Indian animation movie budget. It is even lesser than that. So the idea was how to make it appealing, but yet without having tons of money behind you. So my emphasis was on the storytelling and then the design itself, because design is your first visual cue for the audience to come into the movie. And if that is good, the use of colors is strong, then, you know, a lot passes off, you know, as high production quality. So even though we didn't spend as much time on the actual animation like in a Disney movie, say, but because the design and the appeal was high, it still works really well.
I'm not getting stronger. How long? How long? पर मेलुइन की बलाई कोई बात न माने बनते हैं अनजाने शांति भूल जाओ अब घर का काम भी है ठप बेटे अच्छे बच्चों की.
So one of the most beautiful things about the film is the score. So just like, you know, we're used to a lot of in Indian cinema, in South Asian cinemas, you know, the song sequences. And it's so beautiful because there is a Hindi version to Sons of Ram and an English version. And so I watched the Hindi version because, you know, I like watching Indian films in Hindi. And the music was so beautiful. And so I said, okay, let me watch the English version. And Sunidhi is still voicing the character, of course, but she wasn't replaced with someone with a better English accent. And she was singing the lyrics in English too, and the songs, even in English, it fit the story so well. You know, again, it had that Disney-like quality to it, and it was very family-friendly. Tell me, what was your thought process there between the Hindi version and the English version?
It's funny you say that because the movie was actually originally made in English. So the English audio and the vocals and the songs is the original version of the film. Yeah, so Hindi is the dub version actually. And the reason why I got Sunidhi is because she was one of the few who could do the voice and singing. Now, as far as the songs are concerned, I love musicals, but I'm not a fan of like typical Bollywood musicals where, you know, it's like, hey, let's stop the movie, let's sing a song and then maybe we'll get back to it. I don't like that approach of
running around the trees.
Yeah, like, you know, to me music is a part of the story, and music, that's what music should do.
And it was in this film.
Yeah, so I try to integrate the music, you know, with the story. When I was writing the script, I was kind of writing a rough pass of the lyrics too while I was writing the script. So I actually was, you know, weaving the lyrics into the script of the movie. So if you take a song out, you probably, something is missing in the movie.
You know what, the situations did speak for themselves. And I think the situations in the film were so strong. And that's why the music was able to translate from Hindi to English and vice versa. You know, it's based on the story of Ram and Sita, for those of us familiar with the Ramayana. And now that's like a fundamental story to not only Hinduism, but to many South Asian cultures. So why take that story and make an animated version of it? Because we have seen it in various different forms.
Absolutely. I mean, like Sons of Ram is actually based on inspired from, not really based on, an actual Amar Chitra Katha comic, which was brought out in the 1970s. It's by Anand Pai, or Uncle Pai, as most of India knows him. And it's a very popular Amar Chitra Katha comic. And so it is the best-selling comic, and we thought it makes sense to make that into a movie. And though there have been versions of Love Kush, though Ramayana has been made a lot of times, the Love Kush portion of it has not been done too many times. At first I was a skeptic too, you know, do we really need to do that? But when I saw what's been done and what I saw was the potential, I saw nobody's really approached it the way I wanted to approach it.
And I think that's what was the winning stroke here in this film, because the story of Ram and Sita is, you know, so heavy on relationships. Good and evil. You know, the morals of a man and the morals of a woman in a relationship. And this really took all of that and put it into a family context. Where there's a mother, there's sons, there's a father. And the sort of relationship that kind of, you know, encompasses an entire family unit.
Though it's mythology, I wanted to make it very human and make it contemporary. And not, when I say contemporary, I didn't want to base it in a city or something, but in terms of the values and the things it was talking about, make it relatable to modern audiences. And not just kids, but whole families.
Well, thank you so much, Kushal, for joining us today. And all the best for this film.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me here.
And you can catch the 3D premiere of Sons of Ram in Toronto at the Taffy Film Festival on July 28th at 12:30 p.m. You can check out taffy.com for more information. And for more of our show, you can check out anokhimedia.com and our YouTube channel. And don't forget to always interact with us on Facebook and Twitter.